one day, the doctors talked to me about the benefits of being healthy. You see, if you're healthy, you'll feel good, you'll feel young. And I was like, nga naman, so, so
Yes,
that's what
true.
you do. Yeah, that's what you really have to do, right? Yeah, sincerity. So,
I think the most important, as you point out, it should be education. Let them
Education.
how to prevent. It's better to have the preventions, the knowledge, okay? Be educated on how to prevent, okay? Before that they don't even have to suffer, okay?
what is your joy? What makes you happy in relation to patients? Dr. Miko?
Okay, anyway, sometimes, well, not only sometimes, a lot of times, we pray for the patient.
You pray for the
That is
patient.
part of the spiritual aspect. You cannot, because as they said, you cannot always cure everybody. You cannot heal everybody. Heal comes from God. And so sometimes my prayer is this. It sounds funny, but God, pagalingin mo lang itong pasyente to kahit na hindi ko singilin yan.
Talaga,
Yeah, and
ha?
then when they get well, because they're so seriously, sick, and they get well, ooh, you feel so good.
Doctor, I will visit you. Walang singil, ha?
Anyway,
But that's
true.
fantastic. I mean, that was fantastic, doctor. I mean, you pray for the patient, truly care that they become better. That's fantastic.
Another point is, like, for example, CP clearances. CP clearances mean cardiopulmonary clearance. When they ask me to do a clearance on a patient, I tell them this one. I tell the patient this. Even if we have the best of doctors, the best of equipments, your surgeon is one of the best in the country, your anesthesiologist the best, but don't forget, our lives are in God's hand. Now we pray
Right.
that there will be no problems and then a rapid recovery. So the patient at that point already feels good. He already starts to trust you. And that's
Right.
very important.
Dr. James, you said something like holistic, okay? That means to say you have to contend with the psychological, emotional side of the human being. I mean, he may be eating too much because he's got problems. Do you go into that, or do you still have time to do to look into that? Not much, I guess, no?
Yes, I think probably sometimes people said that you spell love with a T-I-M-E, right?
T-I,
M-E, yeah, you spend time. Okay, most of our doctors, right? We do sometimes have to spend time with them. We don't treat them as a commodity, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
we have really to go into sometimes what the complaint may not be what is physical. Probably there's an emotional problem down there. Yeah, so they felt so uneasy, or they felt so depressed, or whatever.
Right.
These are probably there's something deeper. So we have to go down and see. Let them talk. I spend time with them. I think that's the most important thing, that we really care. Right.
Talking to both of you, I feel you've got heart, okay? And I'm sure it's very frustrating for you to know that there's only so much you can do. Is that so?
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
You give them medicine, but unless they do something, it really depends upon them, right?
Okay.
Okay. So what are the other techniques that you do to help the patients?
I think we call ourselves Christians, okay, but most probably Christian love means it's Christ-like, okay? So we want to practice what Jesus practiced while he's here on our earth, right? And there was an incident where a leprous came to Jesus for healing.
That's right.
And Jesus touched the wound. See, the people's supposed to be running away. Okay, so I think that doctor should sometimes use touch. Okay, you approach them, you touch. So what they really need. Okay,
fantastic.
okay, that's intimacy and relationship. Okay,
That's beautiful. This is the kind of medicine that we really need. I mean, that not just prescribing, medicine and that's it. No, well, we also brought with us here sales reps. Okay, we thought it would be nice if you could share also with the sales reps. We have a lot of audience who are sales reps. I've been getting emails from people working in the pharmaceutical company, so I thought it would be nice to also bring them in. May we call our sales reps from Cleanback C? Come in, please. All right. Thank you. Hi, hello. Hi, hi. Hi, hello. Hi. Please come in. And the supervisor. All right. Okay. You've got a microphone there. Okay. So let's introduce our salespeople. Okay. And, born to sell. All right. And pharmaceutical drugs at that. All right. So let's start from the left. Okay. You are. Will you tell our beautiful audience here your name and a little about yourself?
Hi, my name is Janet De La Cruz from Cleanbaxi International, a medical sales representative.
All right.
Hi, I'm Evelyn Victoriano. I'm a medical sales representative also from Cleanbaxi Pharmaceutical Company.
Okay. And
Good afternoon. I'm Raymond Santiago. I'm supervisor of Cleanbox International Incorporated.
all right. Welcome and thank you for joining us. Okay. We have a subject here that's very interesting. I mean, you get so many sales reps, right? I mean, you know, what do you like or dislike about sales reps? Maybe we'll ask them later. What do you like and dislike about doctors? Okay. Okay. Let's start with that. Okay. Why? Simply to learn. Okay. I mean, we heard here, doctors truly caring for the patient, and you know, this is spirit, eh? And this is what we'd like to talk about in this show. All right, Dr.
Okay,
James.
Dr. Miku, you talk about the likes and I'll talk about the dislikes.
Okay. See. Okay. We start with Dr.
Briefly, actually, I like them because they remind you of the drug. Sometimes you forget the name of the drug. Sometimes they're promoting something new that you have to remember. If they don't have follow-ups, you don't remember them. And sometimes they also extol the qualities of their drugs, not only the quality as far as the chemical and bioequivalence, etc., but also the price, which is very important. And that helps in the prescription. And also, one thing, I don't know if it's a like or dislike, is sometimes I also feel obliged to prescribe medications of med reps who really come to you regularly.
How about their lovely faces and their
Yeah, of
lovely
course,
spirits?
of course. Depends upon, you know, sometimes there are medical centers, hospitals wherein you have a very brief time with them. They queue up, ang dami-dami nila. So, a lot of them, no? Like around 40 or 50 of them. You don't really have time for that. And that's what, actually, I don't like that way. I like to have some interaction. Kasi, sayang naman yung makeup niya. Diyos ko, maghapon niya siya nag-makeup.
Okay.
Nag-practice pa siya sa salamin.
Dr. James the man.
I think most important thing is the personality, right? You come here with your product. Actually, you represent that product. Okay, we don't even show your manager or the owner of the company. So actually, you're representing your company. Okay, so if your company has a heart, then you should show it with a heart. In other words, you give us that medicine. The most important thing, will it help us to treat or make the patient recover faster? I think that's a main point. Okay. So and then there should be a relationship with the doctor. Okay, not as we know, especially Dr. Miku, he has lots of patients waiting, and then don't try to interrupt. Okay, don't try to come in. Okay, even if your drug is so good. Okay, but he's still helping the patients, spending time with them, caring for them. Then you take your turn. Okay, don't try to rush. Okay, then maybe if you have to wait until 7 or 8. Maybe you try to fall in line after the patients. That would be sure that you have a good product, okay? That you don't want to rush, okay? Some of you are trying just to collect the signatures, right? I need 13 signatures today, so I'm going to fulfill this in an hour or so I can go shopping. Sorry.
Yeah, but that's very true. That's very, very true. Okay. Okay, we'll go to our sales reps now. Okay. You know, it's not easy to wait. I mean, I know, you know, I've seen them wait for such a long time, okay? You know, before you go to the doctor, what do you do to cheer yourself up? Or what do you do to help you feel better and to help others there feel better and to help the doctors feel better? What do you do when you're waiting? I'm just curious. Janet?
Yeah, actually, matagal talaga yung time namin, paghihintay talaga sa doctor para lang makausap namin. So, yung in-spend ko yung time ko by talking to other medreps. Kinakausap ko yung mga medreps na iba, making friends with them, and